Hey, I want to talk about backup AI, having a way to make sure you're covered if things happen. Just like, if you rely on one tool and that tool breaks in your toolbox and you have one, screwdriver and you drive 5 hours to fix something and you get there and realize, oh, wow, my screwdriver broke. What happens if you implement one of these AI solutions or tools or whatever it is you want to call it, and something changes about the AI that either makes it non-functional for you, or we've heard in the news lately some of the AI companies that like, hey, we want our AI to be used a certain way. Yeah. And so you need to agree to that in order to use it, which is great. It's their product. They're making it. They're doing whatever. Yeah. And I want to put the discussion out there of don't just use one tool.
We say on Mac Geek Gab all the time, don't get caught.
Yeah.
That is here we talk about the charmed life. That's kind of our catchphrase on Mac Geek Gab. It's don't get caught. And that doesn't mean do something illegal and don't get caught. It could, if you want to take it that way, that's fine.
Yeah.
But it doesn't. It primarily means set yourself up so that you don't get caught. Like a great example that we use all the time, backups. Make sure you have a backup of your important data, because if you don't, well, you might get caught and losing important data, right? So this is definitely one of those don't get caught conversations. If you're using just one LLM, we all have our different, hopefully, multiple engines that we're using, multiple instances, use cases of AI. But let's talk about our chat bot, right? Yeah. Use case for right now. If you only have one, it will change. Now, it might change for the better for you.
Yeah, hopefully.
Hopefully, but changes will happen, and they might not serve you as well. And you need a backup, or it might go offline in a critical moment. And you need the other night, this was actually really funny. I was using Claude Code to code up our Mac Geek Gab app, which I mentioned. It's actually out now. It's like friggin' amazing. Like awesome. Claude Code brought that thing back from the ashes with my assistance. I'll take credit for the parts I did, but I don't want to take credit for all of it. And there was some issue. I don't know if it was Claude's issue or an AWS issue or, whatever. The internet's far too fragile these days. But Claude stopped being responsive. Their models stopped being responsive. And it was getting frustrating. It was late at night. I was coding. I'm like, I just want to get this done. So I was like, fine. So I quit Claude Code. I opened up my code base in Google Anti-Gravity, which is a similar, it's a competitor, essentially. And that was working great for about 20 or 30 minutes. And then that went down. And it was like, I'm not the only one that moved from Claude to Anti-Gravity tonight. We're breaking things as we're moving around. And again, I don't know what the problems were. It was like 3 a.m. I'm like, screw it, I'm just going to bed. But you need to have a backup. And I've been thinking about this a lot lately, not just because of that scenario, but the other day, I was packing for South by Southwest, and I wanted to know if our hotel had a pool. I was looking at my packing list. There's a bathing suit listed on the packing list. I was like, does my hotel have a bathing suit area?
There you go.
A place for me to use my bathing suit. And so I just asked the S lady. I said, hey, I use Siri on my iPhone. So I said, hey, S lady, does my hotel in Austin have a pool? Now, I know my phone has access to my calendar, and my calendar has my hotel on it. Like, this is where Apple Intelligence should shine. It's all on device, all of that. It answered some question. It was like, well, I don't know much about Austin hotels. And it's like, forget it. I happen to have my laptop open. Yeah. So disappointing. I happen to have my laptop open, and I was like, wait, I've given OpenClaw, my little agent that runs on my old iMac, that has access to my calendar because it summarizes it for me every day. And so I literally asked it the exact same question. And it said immediately, it was like, yes, your hotel in Austin, the Residence Inn, downtown, whatever, has a swimming pool. Do you want me to check for other amenities that it has? Yep. And